Hi, my name's Ivor and welcome to my YouTube photography channel. This is the first video in my series on editing, where we go from transferring the images on your camera all the way through to the finished final edit on your computer. In this first video of the series, we'll be transferring your images from your camera to your computer or external hard drive before opening a new catalogue in Lightroom, transferring your images to it, and then beginning the editing process. If you have any comments, questions or queries, please put them in the comments section below the video and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's get started. So I've loaded my memory card, whether that be an XQD or an SD card, into my computer after taking it out from my camera, and you can see it's come up on my desktop here. I've also plugged my photography drive into my Mac, and that's here. Open that up. 2019, and I have a folder for landscape shots and a folder for wildlife. So with these particular shots, they're wildlife shots, so I'll open up wildlife. Here's the SD card which I've plugged into my computer. I'll double click that. That shows the folder which contains my images. You may find that you have two folders come up on your SD card or memory card, and normally one of those is the one that contains the images. So just double click on both folders to check which one has the images. So in this case it's this one. Just double check. They're my raw files. I go to where I want the images to be stored and I create a new folder, and I normally label that with the date of the shoot. So let's pretend I took those pictures today, which is the 6th of August 2019. So I'll label that. I then drag the entire folder from my memory card to my photography storage drive into the folder I just created. I open that. I then relabel that raw because I'm shooting raw images, but you can label it whatever you wish. I always put things into monthly folders, so I'll create a new folder, label that August, and drag that into the August folder. That just keeps things consistent. Once I've copied those images across, I don't delete the images from the SD card because it's actually better to reformat your memory card in your camera. You'll find that if you just delete the images from your card when it's plugged into your computer, when you put the card back into your camera, it can cause formatting problems. So it's actually safer just to leave the images on the card, eject the card from your computer, and then reformat the card in the camera. Just check your user manual or tutorials on how to do that on YouTube for your particular make and model. We've finished the first step, which is loading our images into the place that we want them to be, ready to then access them in Lightroom. To eject your memory card, you can either right-click it and click eject, or on a Mac at least, you can just left-click the icon and pull it down onto the trash symbol, which changes and that ejects. You can see it's now disappeared. To create a new Lightroom catalogue, you click on Lightroom, and in this instance you can see that it's got Lightroom catalogue was not found, and what that means is that an earlier catalogue I was looking at is no longer available to me, probably because it was on another drive. So to create a new one, I choose a different catalogue. I click on that and create a new catalogue. If Lightroom had opened up in a different window, let's say you were already in a Lightroom project, or if it just opened up normally, you would go to File, New Catalogue, and that would then take you to the new catalogue window. It's now asking me to where I want to save that catalogue, and I want it to be saved in the same folder as my raw images. So I go to my Photography 2 main drive, Wildlife, and here's the folder, August, 6th of August, save as Lightroom, create. So that's now creating a Lightroom catalogue in the same folder that I stored my images. To now let Lightroom be able to see those images, I go to Library, Import, and we're just adding those images. We don't want them to be copied again. We've already placed them on our hard drive where we want them, so I'm just adding them into the catalogue. It means that they're not duplicated anywhere, which is often the problem with Lightroom when you do things in another way. So there's two ways of doing this. One is I can open up my hard drive, go to the folder where I stored my images, which was this raw file, and pull that into the open project window. That's now linked those raw files to this project or this new catalogue. So I just click Add and Import, and that will basically mean Lightroom can now see those images from the folder that I created earlier, which is perfect. I've now imported those images into this catalogue, and if I was to close down this catalogue, if I want to open it again, I can go to my hard drive, Wildlife, August, 6th of August, Lightroom, click on the Lightroom logo, and that will open that catalogue, and you can see that it's already remembered where the images are stored, which is exactly what I want. So now I can go through and select which images I want to edit further or delete images I don't want to keep. Another way of importing the images would have been to click on Import and selected the folder from the source window. But since I've already selected them by dragging them into the center of the project window, and remember it has to be in the library section of Lightroom. Once you've imported them, you can then go on to develop when you want to edit the pictures further.